Hey, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I can't speak for you, but I'm really enjoying holding the space for this meditation challenge. And I know some days you might meditate, some days you might not. Welcome to my world. And some days you're like, Divya, your voice is driving me crazy. Click. Or I don't want to hear the topic. Click. Completely normal. By the end of this, there'll be so many meditations you get to choose. What you will find, though, is the ones that you resist in terms of teaching and meditations are actually the ones that your energy body wants or needs the most. I know that sounds weird, but you will find that. I've heard that from a lot of people who have done other challenges I've taught. So today, we're going to talk about what can be a challenging topic for some people, which is the concept of trusting the universe. I know it's so overused, those words, trusting the universe. And I'm actually not a huge fan of that tag word, but it's the only words I can come up with. One of the reasons trusting the universe or trusting spirit or trusting something bigger than us is challenging is that when we come to planet Earth, we think and we're taught that we're alone. Sure, we've got mom and dad, but we spend 25 years proving what we're here for. We go to high school, university, get lots of degrees or not, and then go off to prove our worth, make money. And it's a constant proving, a constant, like on some level, I have to put my stamp on the planet as to who I am. And what that always does is it forces us as a force. Now, along the way, you might be getting intuitive nudges, which is awesome. But what I'm opening up for today is what if everything is about trusting the universe? Everything. And simply that from the time we're little, it's not that we're taught not to trust the universe, but we're taught to trust everything else. We're taught to trust the medications. We're taught to trust the doctors. We're taught to trust fear. We're taught to trust the school system. We're taught to trust parents who might not give us the best advice. We're taught to trust teachers who might be mean to us. We're taught things, and I'm not saying they're wrong. What we're never taught is to trust in here. I believe that one of the most important things you can do is wake up your emotional intelligence and trust in here. And trust me, I did not grow up this way. I grew up, most of you know I'm a physician. I grew up, you're going to get into medical school, you're going to marry a brown man, you're going to pop up brown babies, That's what I thought. And my world kind of took some interesting side turns, which landed me here. What I've discovered is that the more I actually give gratitude and search for things that the universe just plopped in my lap, the more it occurs. That's what you focus on, you make bigger. And maybe right now your trust in the universe is about this small. If you focus on that much, if you give it time, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It really does. It's, what you put attention to, you make bigger. So in this meditation, we're going to ask you to start to trust. We're going to work on gratitude and trust in this meditation, just to play. So go ahead and close your eyes. With your eyes closed, fall into those belly breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Belly rises and belly falls. With your eyes closed, allow your breath and you to become one. Begin to slow down the breathing. Make your inhales a little bit longer. Allow your exhales to get a little slower. Maybe like we did yesterday, make the exhales a little bit longer with a pause. And just breathe. In one of the earlier meditations, we talked about bringing your divine support team, your guides. These are energies, angels, whatever you want to call them. Wise guides that have been with you lifetime after lifetime. Invite them in. Your mind might think you're making this up. Don't worry about it. Just invite them in. And continue to breathe. Now, as you breathe, I want you to think of this thought or this expression. As I breathe in, myself and my God self are breathing in together. As I breathe out, myself and my God self are breathing out together. Inhale, me and the universe, me and my Christ consciousness, me and spirit are breathing in together. And as I breathe out, we are breathing out together. There is no place where I start and stop, and the universe or my God self begins. We are one. And just play with that thought in your head. Me and my God self are breathing in. Me and my God self are breathing out. Me and spirit are breathing in. Me and spirit are breathing out. Remembering that when you leave this body, which you and I will, there's an ongoing of something that most of us believe in, an ongoing presence that continues, that we call our spirit. And the other crazy thing is that when we leave this body, we no longer breathe. So it's not just you breathing. You and a consciousness are breathing together. There you go. Good. Take an inhale. Let's breathe together. Take an exhale. Let's breathe out together. Inhale, me and my God self are breathing in. Exhale, me and my divine self are breathing out. With your eyes closed, take yourself into that beautiful place in nature. Maybe the same place you visit over and over again. Or maybe it's a place from fairy tales. But it is beautiful. You feel safe. You feel supported. You feel connected. You feel relaxed. And breathe. Start to use those senses of yours to really feel this place. What does it smell like? What does the air feel like against your skin? How warm is it? How cold is it? What are you wearing? What do you have on your feet? And just keep breathing. Are there sounds? Are there whistles? What do you hear? What do you see? Just get comfortable here as you breathe. I encourage you to see yourself in this picture. Maybe for the first time, see yourself as a much bigger entity. So when I say you are part of a God self, what image comes in? You and your divine self are working together. Most of us think that we're this body, and we're not. We're much more than this body. So let your imagination, maybe let your third eye help you. What do you sense, see, or feel as you think of yourself and your divine self? Yourself and your God self. And just breathe. Maybe there's an image you see. Maybe there's a sensation in your body. Maybe there's just a knowing that there's something more than just this little teeny body with your name attached. And breathe. Now, as you feel yourself connected to your God self, I want you to spend the next few moments as my voice gets quiet, either saying out loud or thinking in your head or letting the ideas pop in for 5 or 10 things in your life right now that you're grateful for. As my voice gets quiet, just be present. What are 5 things in my life that I am grateful for? And just breathe. And as you feel each one, you think each one, I encourage you to feel in your heart chakra. What does it feel like to be truly grateful for that one thing? And maybe you've got more than 5 or 10 or 20 that you're listing. Go ahead. Just keep repeating in your mind, what are the things I'm grateful for? And feel it and breathe it. The more you do this, the more thoughts will come to your head. Because the more we get into the energy of gratitude, the more thoughts simply enter us one at a time. And just keep breathing. And before I take you out of this, I want you to come up with 3 more. Maybe try for 3 different things or 3 that you've already mentioned. And I want you to feel them. I'm grateful for my home. I'm grateful for this warm weather. I'm grateful for the ability to smile. I'm grateful for the hair on my head or no hair on my head. I'm grateful for the ability to feel. I'm grateful for the feeling of love. I'm grateful to practice these meditations every day. I'm grateful for the ability of my mind to quiet. I'm grateful for breath. And just keep breathing. I'm grateful for my puppy dog. I'm grateful for my warm bed. I'm grateful for yummy food. I'm grateful for friends and family. I'm grateful for love. And just keep breathing. And now imagine that this was a book of some sort, and you just finished turning the last page of that book. So you just played and worked on a gratitude for a few minutes. If you don't know, studies show that simply 15 minutes of gratitude journaling every day changes the neuroscience in your brain. It changes how you think, it changes how you feel. And now as you breathe, let's open another gratitude book. This book is different. I'm going to ask you to scan your life from the time you're born and think of the things that have occurred in your life seemingly out of nowhere that just kind of happened. Maybe the day you met your best friend, or the day you met your lover, or the day you knew it was time to leave your husband or wife, the day your child was born, the day you got the inspiration to take on this career. I want you to write in this new book 5 or 10 things that you know that the universe provided for you as an inspiration or a guidance or a help. And just like we did the gratitude journal a minute ago, the more things you think about, the more will come to you. I'm not sure why I'm saying this. I'm grateful for being guided to forgive my parents. I'm grateful for being guided to start this work. And the key words that I'm going to ask you to start to use, I'm grateful for being guided to meet my partner. Because what you're doing with those statements, being guided, is you're actually giving the credit where credit's due to your God self. We're separating you, your personality. There you go, from that. Good. So again, write 5 or 10 things or 20 things that you can scan your life and be grateful for, and breathe. Keep breathing. Just like we did the gratitude journal a minute ago, I want you to now feel how grateful you are. So grateful for that move that I made. I'm so grateful for getting sick because it brought me on this path. So grateful for that separation. It changed my life. I'm so grateful for that disability. It really opened new doors for me. Where has the universe intervened in seemingly minor or major ways? Things that you didn't plan that led you on a upward journey. And if you keep going, I guarantee you can fill that journal up too. And just breathe. I personally am grateful that I stumbled into this work. I'm grateful I met my husband. I'm grateful I have my son. I'm grateful I got led out west. I'm grateful for my first divorce. All of these things were guided, all of them. I'm grateful for the guidance of my intuition. And just keep breathing. Give you another few moments to just finish this journal and notice how much you've been guided. What you focus on, you make bigger. I was guided to move out west. I was guided to lose my hometown. I was guided to get angry at my parents so I could grow up. There you go. See, the list is actually easier than you realize. And just keep breathing. Keep your eyes closed. Go back into that visual, that beautiful visual in nature, where the trees and the temperature, are beautiful. You're there with your God self. You are literally thanking this other side of you for directing and helping you through life. And here's a little hint, something I use almost every day. Please help me with XYZ. Please guide me. They've guided you so much. And now what if you just asked for it? It's miraculous, truly miraculous. And this is all about trusting the universe. That sentence I started with, trusting. But again, 2 or 3 parts are important to trusting. Number 1, realizing that you're not just your little body. You're much more than that. Number 2, gratitude for what you have. And number 3, focus on where the universe is intervening. It might seem like a positive or negative way, but it has led you in a positive way. Take about 10 more breaths. And again, I will encourage you to stay here longer. Here's my suggestion for the day. Open up to the universe, open up to your guides. Give me other thoughts in my head as to where and how I've been guided. And allow them to filter into your day. Let them show up. Let them remind you. Knowing that we are always guided. There is nothing to control because we are loved to the moon and back. Thank you so much for this opportunity to guide you in this meditation. And through this series so far, it's been phenomenal. I'm sending a massive love. Have a beautiful rest of your evening or day. Ciao. See you tomorrow.